Hey guys, another entry I thought I'd do. I've been thinking about lately. And this one will be about CM Punk and his historic 434 days as champion. Now, I've always been a fan of CM Punk, right from his early days. I kind of was at the right age to know about him, to know about the whole Guerrero, although he wasn't really with the Guerrero, but that whole kind of, movement, the whole independent kind of Ring of Honor kind of scene. And yeah, he got given the belt obviously late in the fall of 2011, and obviously maintained it until, as we know, Royal Rumble this year. Um, yeah, I had kind of mixed feelings about the possibility of Punk having the title for a year. I mean, I read a thing about before it even happened with Kevin Nash apparently saying give Punk a year's reign to basically to re-legitimize the title, give the title some prestige again, which it obviously has had. I mean, people say it kind of lacked. I don't know. I actually prefer when the WWE title changes hands. Not every show, but it adds that. For me, it always adds that extra bit of someone could be like the champion might lose, yeah. And I think there's nothing better than having that feeling of the unknown. As much as you can do, the champion could lose, whereas when someone has it for so long, it just becomes like the want it, or it does, it does help. It tries to project the message that it's worth having. It's the most important thing in the world, which it should be. It's the WWE title, but as we all know, it's a prop basically. So I think them trying to give it the prestige it needs. I think I don't think CM Punk should have had it as long as he did, but at the same time, because I mean I wouldn't have minded so much. But what did we have? We had Del Rio at the start, and I think Cena was kind of around, and then as soon as Daniel Bryan lost the World Heavyweight Championship, within the month, I think for in between. Chris Jericho came back at it, and it was obviously, you could tell Jericho and Punk were going to go at it, and that's fine. I'm a big Jerichoholic fan. I love him. I think he's great, and I like CM Punk. So two of my favourites at WrestleMania. Awesome. Everyone was pumped about Cena, Rock. No, I just wanted Jericho and Taker. That's all I wanted. But so I mean, and after that it's like Daniel Bryan. I mean, kind of, you're not really that bothered, and then I think maybe I can't remember who afterwards. To say I didn't really. I think maybe Del Rio or something. I wasn't really that bothered. I found the face CM Punk feuds quite boring when CM Punk was the face. I did not like it, and he lost a lot of his fire and momentum by being almost been turned into a company guy, and but giving him the title for so long, 434 days, crazy, unheard of for a long time since I think Diesel. I and then you kind of build up some prestige. It gets CM Punk over even more. It proper legitimizes him. So there was positives from it, but then come to July, and when I think it was July, they did the Raw 1000 or something, and The Rock comes out and obviously declares he's going to get a title shot at Royal Rumble. Well, I'm sorry, but as soon as I heard that, I just thought, ugh. I was never really a fan of The Rock. I don't hate him. I don't love him. He's all right. I prefer him on the mic. I didn't really care too much when he was in the ring. But yeah, and then you kind of think, hang on a minute. It's The Rock. The Rock is not gonna come back to lose, to put people over. The Rock doesn't do that. Chris Jericho does that. I'm sure Stone Cold perhaps would if he could come back, but The Rock I just don't see. I just don't see it personally. I mean, obviously he put Cena over 2 days ago, but he already beat him the year before, so in a bad match. I'm just glad that at least like Rock and Cena, had a better match in the replay. But The Rock, so you kind of knew that okay, Punk's probably gonna have the title, or CM Punk will have it. There's no anyone else that's gonna have it that is going to draw the money that either of them two will. And then obviously CM Punk, the more he keeps it, then obviously he get injured. He couldn't, compete for TLC and a couple of other things. He could tell. You could just tell he was holding the belt until The Rock could come and take it. And I felt that, and that's that. And like, I know if you take everything too literally, then you're going to enjoy nothing in life. But that's ridiculous. And I know WWE is not known for his logic, but it's just fucking stupid. If you're going to try and make it believable, especially with things like the UFC, everyone knows wrestling don't fight. It's not fake. I don't believe. I've never said wrestling's fake. It's predetermined. That's as far as I'll go with saying anything to do with being phony. It's predetermined. That's it. The belt is not won. The belt is simply you play the part as the champion, predominantly because you draw money. Now, yeah, and then for The Rock to come back and just take the title, he did not do a very good match against Punk. And I feel sorry for Punk, because Punk always wants to lay everything on the line. And when you got guys like The Rock, who, The Rock must have been a bit worried about his acting. He's still acting, so the last thing he wants to do is get injured and, fuck up he's technically his day job, and that's fine, I get that. He didn't want to lose movie roles and stuff, but yeah, that match I didn't like. And then of course, CM Punk throws everything at The Rock, but nothing can beat The Rock, and then The Rock, couple of rock bottoms or something, and new champion. And I just thought, yeah, CM Punk, obviously, even he says the other day, he didn't actually win the belt. It's not like he wins the belt. As he said, it's predetermined. But still, it's like all of them 4 days, a whole calendar year and over of making the title mean something is gone. I still believe that they should have changed the title before CM Punk got it, because it was still always seen as belt no matter who had it. That spinning bullshit on it. But yeah, and then they let The Rock come out and unveil the new title. I don't really like how that title looks, but I'm just one person. But yeah, I just think they completely undid a lot of what they tried to do by letting The Rock. And I'd say this about Jericho. I mean, yeah, I wanted Jericho to win at WrestleMania when they fought, but I knew that Jericho would do the right thing for the business. Jericho doesn't need the belt. The Rock certainly didn't need the belt. I don't know what the fuck. I mean, I would not have done that. I would not have, said, "Oh, come in, Rock, have the belt, fuck off and do your movies, come back and just cut promos." The Rock come back, not even fighting since WrestleMania, won the belt, fucks off, comes back and just does promos on weak promos. CM Punk should have, in my mind, kept the belt, possibly until WrestleMania. Cena should not have won the Royal Rumble. And I would have wanted to see Undertaker CM Punk streak for streak. Yeah, it may have meant Undertaker was champion, but who cares? I mean, Undertaker could have done something like leaving the belt in the ring. I mean, if The Rock, or, and then just, the lights go out and Undertaker's probably not seen again for another year, who knows? And that adds mystique. Or you could have had, if The Rock can work one fucking day a week, and Brock Lesnar can fucking 3 times a year, can't The Undertaker, not have had a reluctant schedule until Extreme Rules, and then maybe Punk beats The Undertaker, gets it back? I mean, Undertaker then would have beaten Jericho, Cena, Undertaker, really good wrestlers. But yeah, I mean, that's just my thought anyway, taking the belt off Punk. I thought it was just stupid. I thought it was a stupid move, and give it to a part-time guy on the build-up, on the road to WrestleMania. I don't agree with that. So yeah, I think, I did feel a bit sorry for Punk, even though I know Punk is real about shit and he knows it's a business and things, but it just seemed a bit stupid. It just seemed a bit like very disrespectful. I mean, it weren't disrespectful enough to still not let Punk headline, any really main events all the time he was there, only when Cena was off the card for one of them. But and they just give the belt to Rock. Yeah. Anyway, as always, leave comments and anything, and let me know what you guys think, and I'll speak to you soon. Take care.